Hi everyone and welcome to Mommy Mondays. My name is Azucena Gonzalez. I'm a mother to a 3-month-old baby boy who I endearingly call Baby Boo. His name is Kyvik, though I call him Baby Kai or Baby Kyvik, or I call him all kinds of things. Most recently I just go, hey baby. Poor thing. Anyways, so here I am. For those that are new to this, I just talk about what motherhood has been like for me. He is my first. For those who have joining us again, thanks for following me around. It is something else now because we hit the 3-month mark. I'm learning my baby. I feel like it's now the end of the fourth trimester. Did I live up to the hype of like, you'll learn your baby? I feel like I know him pretty well. I'm like, I think he's tired. I think he's this. I think he's that. Granted though, whenever you have the mastery of one stage, you get the delight of now learning a different stage because your baby continues to grow. So that's one thing. One thing we've been doing now is he's eating his hands a lot and he enjoys chewing on my hand, particularly this part, depending on how I'm holding him. So that's interesting because we're starting to teeth already. Though, I mean, he may not get his first tooth until like 6 to 8 months. So that'll be interesting to see how that progresses as time goes on. Now, what I want to talk about is that, so the last week I talked about Salt River tubing, and I want to talk to you about how that went because I was super nervous because it was the first time I was leaving Kai for that long ever since we've been in the hospital. So it'd been about over 2.5 months, 2.5 months that I had left Kai like that because granted I spent most of my time at the hospital anyways, but being able to leave him just like that hadn't been the issue, or it wasn't something I had done since we had left the NICU. So that's new. So I was like super excited, really nervous. What does that mean for my milk supply since we're exclusively breastfeeding and that kind of stuff, right? So that was interesting. I breastfed Kai through the night that morning, and then I took off. Right, I had a bunch of fun. I totally made it worth my time. I did get twisty. It was a really good time. Granted, I had been hydrating the days before that, and then I hydrated after. But yeah, I was able to breastfeed later that night. So that went well. I didn't actually express to relieve, the buildup, but I actually didn't feel a lot of hurt. Felt really, really hard though. That was impressive. I'm always impressed by how hard they feel when I'm starting to really fill up. I was really nervous about how am I gonna get through the day, just because my supply, it's, your milk supply is based off of supply and demand. But again, thankfully he had to eat that morning and then that evening. So I did go, let's say 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 hours without feeding him from me. I had some breast milk here that my mom was able to give him through the Dr. Brown's bottle that we used. So yeah, but oh my goodness, it was a bunch of fun. I thought I was going to be a lot more self-conscious about my body because I wear a bikini. I was more self-conscious of the fact that I put my bikini bottoms inside out. I was like, my tag is sticking out. I got over that quickly though. But yeah, I actually felt pretty good. I tried to make sure that I wasn't sucking in my stomach, and for the most part I didn't. So yeah. So now, RIvER was great. I'm happy to be back home though. I'm excited to do activities where I can include Kai. Cause yeah, I like being able to spend time with the baby. Obviously not in something like that yet because it's pretty hot. Not tubing because if you go through the rapids and one of us tips over, that's a really dangerous situation. So we're thinking something like Fossil Creek or something to that effect. Now, the other thing I want to talk about is the fact that I start teaching again. Holy moly, that is another animal in itself, because if you take a look back, when I started teaching, I was already in better shape than I am now. I was actually in pretty good shape. I had been going to classes. Sometimes I was going to classes twice a day. I was in good shape when I started teaching. This time is a little different. I've taken this little hiatus, of course, of I stopped working out, I think, maybe anywhere anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks before I give birth to Kai. Because again, if I stopped at 38 weeks, I mean, I delivered at 42, so that's about a month. But, so yeah, and then I recently started working out it's a workout here and there, nothing that's what it used to be, but now I'm going to start teaching again. This week, I teach 2 classes, one tonight, which I'm subbing, and then one Friday, but then I'll have 3 classes consistently, and I'm looking to build my schedule, which is going to be much easier than when I first tried to when Kai was barely 6 weeks old. So, I mean, it's been 2.5 months since then, and he's grown tremendously. I am so impressed by him. I'm like, oh my goodness gracious, so much more interactive. It's becoming more fun, though of course I still like my babies older. And by older, I'm probably like 2 and up. Maybe even older. We'll just see how it goes. But yeah, so that's what's going on. I feel pretty good. Like I said, that river did me right. I made it worth my while. Victor had a bunch of fun because we did it for his birthday. But like I said, I was happy to come back home to Kai. And not to say that I spent the whole time thinking about Kai on the river. Like, there were some moments where I was like, should I really be doing this? What if I got hurt? I can't be exposing myself to danger. But it was also just nice to not have to worry about, feeding the baby and that kind of stuff. So definitely recommend taking some me time like that and spending time with your significant other. I mean, it was a bunch of fun to be like an adult and like do adult things with other adults. Anyways, until next time, I'll come at you with other stuff. But life is going great, and I hope yours is too. And if not, reach out. Like, I know it's difficult. I'll be doing a video soon about my actual birth story of Kai, but also some of the struggles that I had throughout this 4th trimester. But until then, see ya.